my new location. It's upstairs and there's more light, and this is my podcast, Followers Fake or Real. So this is the vlog of the podcast where we show you, or where I show you, how you can record an Anchor podcast episode on desktop. That's what I show you. So let's begin with the transition, which is down here. It gives you an intro to your episode. I use Heist. You can use whatever you like. And when I find it, there, we just press plus. So there you have your intro. Okay. And then we go into record. We're going to start a new episode. And I'm going to talk to my peeps. Now, see these lines? They've got to move. That means that it can hear you. It's the same thing. Well, it's not really the same thing on the phone, but it is on desktop. So you can either use your internal microphone, or as I've got mine set up, mine's through a multi-channel. So let's start. Good morning. This is Jill coming to you from jillgeorges.com. This is Followers Fake or Real. This is the podcast where we scrutinize personal business accounts, social media accounts, websites, and we call it out whether we think they're fake or real, or we'll educate you by showing you step by step, going through the profile, how you can educate yourself, and you can make that call whether you think they're fake or real. So on with the show. So there you go. We've just recorded that. We'll plus it in and then we'll just be back in a moment. Segment 2. So as I mentioned before, just quickly, you just plus this into the episode. So see how you've got Heist, the first part. Then I do another transition, which I use Glurch, and now I'm about to record a new segment. So let's begin. Welcome back to segment 2. So as I mentioned, as per Followers Fake or Real, I'm going to talk about Instagram account SFB_SP_IG. He is also connected to ReverbNation, ReverbNation. SFB, or T. Scott Williams, whatever he wants to be called, which would normally be SFB, I'm not sure. He looks like a musician of some sorts because he has lots of music all over here. And if you go to his website, he has a website here that has to do with ReverbNation. So I went to ReverbNation. I saw that on Instagram. I went 40,000 followers, helping emerging artists get more fans and more gigs, sharing music and knowledge. And then when I went to the website, I had a look, and it says here, produced by Scott Freebase. So he's got some tunes there. And then I went to, I think it was features up the top, and it sort of gives you a bit of a description. Get twice as fast at a fraction of the cost. So it does here say join free, but I just wanted to point out that when I looked at, okay, join free, but you have pricing. So let's go have a quick look. It does say basic, premium, and platinum, and basic starts at $9.95. So I had a little look, just getting started, sign up for free so you can join, and then it sort of gives you about what your options are. So then I wanted to have a look. Let's have a look at a website. I think that's what I did. So I went to their website, ReverbNation, and I saw here, free. Free forever, choose free. Artist profile, unlimited songs, sell your music, gig finder, email, social marketing, embedded players, and Facebook app. So I thought, okay. And then you have basic and premium. But on T. Scott Williams, he's got his pricing. He's got a platinum option. But it does say here that he's a producer. So I'm going to leave that with you to figure out what you do with that information. So I also just wanted to point out ReverbNation's on Twitter, 331,000 followers, blue tick as well. So ReverbNation on Instagram, ReverbNation as a website. But if you're using the services of T. Scott Williams, SFB_SP_IG, and check it out. I don't know what you'll think, but have a look. So that went over 3 minutes, which means I can't use any of it for recording. I need to stay under 3 minutes to use the application on Anchor via my phone, and you use segments to create video that has subtitling where you can talk about part of your episode or you can talk about all of it, but Instagram only gives you a minute depending on what programs you use. But I have the final part of my episode. So what I'll do with that is when I summarize everything, I will mention that is the option you can have in short, because the end of my episode doesn't go as long. So I hope you found that interesting. Let's go on to the final part of the episode. Back to the final segment. So this is the episode we recorded, so I'll pop it in there. See? Then a transition. I like to use popcorn because it gives me a lead into the final. Here we go. Very loud. And then we record the final episode, the final segment. Here we go. There we go. Welcome back to the final segment. So just to round up, the point of this was to introduce to you an account that introduced to us accounts. One on Twitter, one on Instagram, and another website. But what we also noticed, if you want to make that call for yourself, is that T. Scott Williams, or Scott Freebase, or I don't know, he's a producer. And that's what he says on his website. And the website is linked to the ReverbNation website. It just has the / in it. So he's able to use the site. The other thing I just wanted to point out quickly that I didn't get to before was, as I'm in Brisbane, and it has a whole bunch of choices, but it's obviously picking up on my location. And it says here in the Manly Hotel in Brisbane, you've got Two Dogs Rockin' happening at there, 1 p.m. Fish Out of Water, Casey's Bar and Grill. I'm guessing that's Nightmare. It's got a, what do you call it? Typo, Spello, what do you want to call it? That's at the Tivoli at Fortitude Valley. Then you've got Cable at Stones Corner Hotel, and James Scott hosting open mic at Stones Corner Hotel. This is all today. And then you got tomorrow, and then you got the weekend. Now, the weekend, it's all sorts of busy. You got the Eaton's Hotel. Anyway, as I was saying, it's up to you to have a look at the website and discover how you want to give it a call, whether you want to spend your hard-earned money, or if you think that is it's a choice for you. You know, it's very interesting, I have to say. I didn't know about it. I'm sure there are people out there who know about it, but I'm sure that there are people who don't. So that's all I'm going to have to say about that. ReverbNation, which is T. Scott Williams, ReverbNation.com /Scott Freebase, who is in Chicago. The rest is up to you guys. So thank you so much for listening to my podcast, episode 37, followers, fake or real. I'll be back to you tomorrow giving you something different to talk about as usual. And be there or be square. That's all I have to say. See ya. Now, see how I got that at 2 minutes and 56 seconds? That means I can use a portion of that as Anchor enables me to use their app within an app and use it for marketing purposes. Thank you so much. What we basically do here is I've got to wait for this to finish scrolling, but when I do, I pop it in here. And I'm just going to show you that I have made up a little thingy here, and I use that thanks to SFB_SB_IG and ReverbNation /Scott Freebase. I meant to say this is on Instagram, and ReverbNation is the website, and also on the actual ReverbNation on Twitter and on Instagram and their website. And I say thank you for letting me profile your accounts. And not only by doing that, I'm also promoting them in some way that I can do it through my own social media. So I use it on Twitter, I use it on Instagram, which pushes it through to Facebook. I come up onto YouTube, which is I think what I was going to say, and then I push that through to Twitter so then they can see it, and then I just use video clips on Instagram. I might push that through to Facebook. There's like a whole bunch of choices, but it takes time, and now I'm going to have to start the editing process. So I'm just going to pop this in so you can see that's there. Now if I wanted to finish this, I would do my last transition, which is, no, I don't want messages, I want transitions. I go in there, and then I'm going to use rewind because, you know, can you hear it? I can't hear it. What the, hey, that's strange. Why can't I use it? I'm going to throw it in there. That's really unusual. Don't know. I might remove it. There we go. I might use something like Record Scratch. And that's not working either. Is this working? Nothing seems to be working. Anyway, I'll sort that out. But before we go, what I do normally is if I wanted to finish the episode, I would go to my last, which is West. Oh, you can play that. You can play that. You just can't play these R ones. Yeah, you can. Rewind. That's what I do. So I pop that in, and somehow I do something on my phone, which eventually, when I hook up my phone to the laptop, I'll be able to show you how you can do it, because then you'll be able to do it and you'll go, oh. But until then, it's really hard for me to show you how to do something on a phone unless I go right up here, and then it'll be back to front, and then you won't see it at all. So thank you very much for listening. Oh, that's right. Sorry, forget that. Rewind, because I'm going to use that song. So I go save episode. I go V. Okay, I know it's episode. Actually, episode 38. It's episode. I thought it was episode 37, but thinking about it, I don't want to screw this up, because once I've put the song in, you just push it through and you go bam, publish. So of course it's going to take forever to download here. I don't know why. Yep, it is episode 37. You got to check. I did look at it before, but I was just unsure. Episode 37. And then I had a Word document. This is where I said, thank you everybody. Thank you. And I copy. And then I drop it down. And then I bring that up. And here, thanks to, and that's where I do the thing, and I just move me somewhere down a bit. Yeah. And you've got choices. Hold on. And you've got choices. You can save as draft or schedule for later. I want to save it as a draft and then save. And then I get to save that draft, and then I can play with it on my phone, and I can put the music in and then finalize it with my last transition. I just want to point it before we go. See, I can use that. I can't use the second one, but I can use the third one. So anyway, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you use Anchor. If you do, let me know. Send me a message. Tweet me. Whatever you want. You know, some people are reaching out. I've got an interview with some business chap over the other side of the world. I've done it before, and it's pretty cool. You learn stuff from it. And you say yes. You say yes. That's what I'm going to say. Anyway, until tomorrow, I'll see you then. Bye.